Guys, it's not October yet. Get out of here. Still one last day. You can come back tomorrow. Well, hello and congratulations. We made it. We have made it to the end of VEDS. And though endings are bittersweet, and I know that tomorrow and throughout October I will miss waking up each day and watching y'all's videos, endings make the whole more special. So I'm gonna take this moment to celebrate and look back on this year's VEDS. First by looking at my own month and the videos I put out, and then by taking a look at yours. I went into this month with a structure, but not much of a plan. And that was a little intimidating for me. It's something that I hadn't done for many VEDS. And I think I found some freedom in that I really enjoyed. I was able to put out some weird videos I normally wouldn't have given myself the time to make. But I also found some of the limitations of the month's format. And I found where my desire to make videos bumped up against the reality and the time constraints of making 30 videos in 30 days. And I'll be honest, looking back at this, would I rather kind of have a schedule or a theme? Man, I miss having a theme. Freedom is great, but you do get paralyzed by choice occasionally. And I did miss having a guiding kind of light this month in making my stuff. But I wouldn't completely ruling out doing a schedule in the future. If I did though, I would definitely spread out what the theme days are, because packing them like Sunday, Monday, Tuesday was not a good plan. Because if I did not have time to make a theme video on Monday, I certainly wouldn't have time to make it on Tuesday. But I think the main thing I'm gonna look back on this year when I look at what I have made is those moments when I tried something new. I'm really glad that I was able to get out 4 cooking videos this year. I'm really glad that I was able to put out videos on stranger topics this year. I'm glad in the videos I made that were more in line with what my channel has been, but I think I'm even happier with the things that deviate from that. And finally, I'd like to give some thanks to people who, whether knowingly or not, help me out with these videos. And the first thanks I would like to give is to everyone who has watched my videos, whether you're a fellow VEDSie, a friend in real life, or just you stumbled across my channel and for whatever reason, you enjoyed it. Thank you for giving a little bit of your time each day to watch my videos and to like and comment and engage with them. Thank you to my girlfriend for putting up with the fact that I take a month out of the year to do this, and that sometimes when we were hanging out, I needed to pull out my camera and film something because I had to put some stuff out. I know that that could be very frustrating for you, but thank you for giving me that time to do this project. Thank you to my roommate, Joe, because whether you are in a video or not, you influence each of them because I'm able to tell you about them beforehand, and of course you give me the space and the time to do that in this shared space we have. Also, Joe edited one of our podcasts this month so that I would have more time to do this, and so thank you to him for being supportive in this, once again, very odd thing that I choose to do with my time. Thank you to my friend Alex, who has given me a little bit of time each day when he's been streaming on Twitch to just kind of take a break from editing, from like scripting stuff out, to just kind of hang out with him virtually. And of course, the times we hung out in person as well. But each day you gave me a little bit of time to just kind of take a break from VEDS, and that was very helpful. And of course, thank you to my friend Steven for being in my comedic influences video, and also just being a very encouraging person whenever you bring up my videos. There's something just very genuine in your excitement for like when one of my videos does well or when you enjoy one of them that is a good motivator to keep moving forward. All right, enough about me. On to you. Something I've done periodically in the past is pick out a favorite video from each VEDSie. I really enjoy doing this because it kind of helps me focus in on one element of the stuff you have made. However, I can't do that this year because I think all of you were on the tops of your games this year, and I could not pick a favorite. I couldn't. I went through y'all's channels, I rewatched some videos, and I feel like I'd be doing a disservice to all of your videos by just narrowing it down to one. So this year, I'm just going to talk about you a little bit more generally. Starting with Alicia. Alicia, your videos continue to be these relaxing, thoughtful, introspective videos that are totally you and totally unique, but at the same time have a universal appeal to them. I loved seeing you structure your videos with a schedule this year, which helped you kind of flesh out some formats. And I love that you didn't let that limit your creativity. Whether it was you sharing a little bit of time that you spent out in nature, or you letting us in on your song process, or one of the dozens of other great videos and topics that you talked about this month, I greatly enjoyed each day spending time with your thoughts. Now for Graham. Graham, I have so much respect for you as a creative person, not just as a video maker, but also as a musician, and someone who just goes for it. You put in the work to be a professional musician, despite all of the challenges that the past 2 years have put forward. Even when your shows have gotten canceled and some gigs that you were hoping for didn't pan out, you kept your dream and your vision in sight, and you kept working towards that. And I think you can also see that in your videos. You matter-of-factly put out videos, whether they are on history or your music or something that occurred to you that day. You don't let ego or pretensions get in your way of making stuff. And I think that is incredibly, incredibly awesome. And as you are one of the only VEDSies who posts throughout the year, I am looking forward to watching your videos the other 11 months. Now onto our newest VEDSie, Abby. Abby, your videos, they blew my mind. They honestly did. You are so smart. Every time you uploaded a video, I got so excited because I didn't know what to expect, but I knew I was going to enjoy it. Now, I told you earlier in the month that I owe you a 6-word story and a weird compliment, and it's time to pay the debt. So here's my weird compliment. There is a carefulness in all of your videos. They are so well put together. When I see one of your videos, I'm like, they must have put so much thought into this. You've talked about how you like how people tell stories just as much as the stories they're telling, which makes sense because you put just as much care into the making of your videos as to the topics. So my 6-word story for you, and I apologize, I'm not as good at doing this as you were. Let me grab my notebook. 6 words, you figure I would remember them. Carefully telling stories about telling stories. And now on to Jeffrey. Jeffrey, there's this podcast I listen to called Mortal Podcast. And the premise is that the host is this person with just a ton of knowledge about the Mortal Kombat games. And each week he gets a friend in to tell them about one of the characters. And through that kind of explain all the lore of Mortal Kombat. More often than not, the people are just like, why do you know all this stuff? How do you know all this stuff? Why is there this much detail in a fighting game? But other times you get people who are genuinely engaged, even if they have had no previous interaction with that franchise. They're like, wait, this is what it is? Wow, that's fascinating. I have never watched a Steven Universe episode. I have never seen Into the Woods. But whenever you make a video on one of these, I'm really interested. You just present the information in a compelling way, and it makes me care. And now to James. And I feel like my theme for this video is kind of telling everyone what I respect about their content. So I guess that's what I'm gonna do with you as well. Your videos are so well put together, and you have so many ideas too. Like, you have your niches to be sure, but you're able to find new ways of exploiting those niches. And you do that with a consistent eye for quality. That when you go back to your older videos, like you have done a couple other times this month, there's definitely things that we can nitpick and be like, the audio's not great here, the editing is a lot smoother in your newer videos. However, you can still see those ideas and that eye for quality that make those older videos work. And more importantly, got you to the place where you are making your videos now, which are so much better than what those already good videos were. So I know I'm gonna like your videos, whether it's you playing Fortnite or Overwatch, or you reacting to a new trailer or an old commercial. And finally to Tessa. Tessa, your videos are so cool for 100 different reasons, but primarily because you're cool and you infuse so much of your personality into those videos. You don't have fancy editing. You don't have like graphics to throw up. But I think because all of that is absent, you shine through your personality and your presentation. And I love it. It's great. It's awesome. And something you've never held back on in your videos, and something that I've learned from and have tried to emulate, is how you are more than willing to show the myriad different sides of the complex you. Every person is so complicated, and when they make videos, they kind of get flattened into this one version of themselves as they talk about something. It seems like you're aware of this, and you know how, even though that process is happening through the whole birth of the 30 videos that you make throughout the month, to show different sides of yourself so that you never become that compressed, flattened version. And if I'm using this video as an opportunity to tell y'all what I respect about you, Tessa, that is what I respect most about you and about the videos you make. And so that'll do it. 30 videos in 30 days. And I could not have asked for a better group of people to do it with than y'all. So let me end this month with a story inspired by Abby's challenge. Not a 6-word story, not an alphabetical story because I tried, but man, I'm not that creative. But a story that loops back in on itself. So, friends and fellow VEDSies, see you later.